Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best steam irons.
Starting at number 5.
Tower 2-in-1. This is another good, sensibly priced all-rounder. It heats from cold extremely fast, though, as the light that alerts you it is located slightly awkwardly under the handle, it is not always immediately obvious. It glides notably smoothly over school uniforms, towels and silk shirts, all the while delivering an effective continuous steam 50 ga-minute, compared to the many others at 30, and yes, you can actually tell the difference as you make speedier progress through your load. As with all cordless irons, though, you still have to replace it on the base and wait for it to charge at irritatingly regular intervals. Plus, that base is lightweight, its connection to the iron a little clunky, meaning that it clattered to the floor a couple of times when I lifted the recharged iron. I also occasionally had to fiddle with the connection when switching to corded operation, to make it connect securely. That said, the cord is good and long, so you are pretty mobile once attached. Plus, a pleasing detail it has nice thick Velcro strap permanently attached so you can wind it up without getting into a mess. The temperature is controlled by a single dial, but this one does not have different materials marked along its scale, so you have to know your fabrics, or proceed by trial error. Plus, there is no auto-off switch for the forgetful or self-doubting. That said, the steam boost button is effective and, for the price, this is a workhorse.
Coming at number 4.
The Funky Iron. The most distinctive feature of this novel iron is its appearance. A vintage-style riff on 1950s domestic gadgetry, it's both faintly ridiculous and, to my eyes at least, rather likable. As well as rose gold, it comes in gray and baby blue. But is it a case of style over substance? Perhaps not. It has a 450 milliliters water tank, a larger capacity than both the Tefal Ultimate Pure, and comes with a 200 milliliters liter jug to fill it up, helpfully. It proves simple to use instructions, with a quick guide attached to the ceramic sole plate. Good for those who prefer to avoid paper manuals. It has a thermostat with clear temperature and steam output settings for synthetic, dry ironing, silk, dry ironing, wool, dry ironing, cotton, steam, and linen, steam, plus a steam trigger underneath the handle and a maximum/minimum toggle to increase or decrease the steam output. The steam output gets louder as the level gets low, so you know when to fill it up. For tricky creases, there's a water spray button to spray on the required area. When it's hot enough, a light changes from red to green.
At number 3.
Tefal Express Easy. Tefal says this iron will cut your ironing time by 30%, and while I can't show my workings, my experience suggests that this is actually, surprisingly, about correct. It is a steam generator iron, meaning that the base is a very chunky water tank. It is neither a beautiful nor a small thing. The iron itself, though, takes the classic, lightweight form, and once you've left it attached to the base for a couple of minutes to heat, you're off. It did leak a little as I ironed the first t-shirt in my pile, but that tapered off quickly. You do also have to hold the trigger on the underside of handle at all times to produce steam, so not for those with arthritic hands, perhaps. Plus, you need to manually adjust the temperature for different fabrics, which in itself is no bore, but the dial is positioned directly beneath the trigger you hold down to produce steam, and it moves with the lightest of touches, so do be careful not to knock it accidentally.
Number 2 of my list.
Russell Hobbs IR 5000. This iron has one temperature technology, which means it only has one setting which is safe to use on all ironable fabrics, around 140 degrees Celsius. That means you don't have to think about it being too hot or not hot enough to be effective, which is a boon. Again, the auto shut-off function provides peace of mind, and a ceramic sole plate means it glides smoothly. You can also use it for vertical steaming, on clothes which are hanging up, as well as on your ironing board. With 2,600 watts of power, it doesn't get quite as hot and steamy as the Tefal Ultimate Pure, but I liked the spray nozzle and option to use a 210G steam shot to get rid of entrenched creases, although you have to wait for seconds between each shot. It has a water tank with a total capacity of 350 milliliters and a 3M power cord. While the iron is safe on all ironable fabrics, check the label and washing instructions on your garments. You can also opt to use it for dry ironing as well as steam ironing. The reason you might do this is because certain types of fabrics are not suitable to be used with the steam function. For instance, silk and satin should be pressed with a dry iron.
And number 1.
Tefal Iron FV2839. This iron is Tefal's most powerful, at 3100 watts, so it gets hot extremely quickly. It's far more powerful and effective than the other irons I tried. It also boasts a microscale filter designed to stop scale from building up and ensure pure, filtered steam only, which means very little chance of ending up with lime scale stains and nasty marks on your Sunday best. It works by capturing even the tiniest of scale particles polluting the steam chamber. It's also anti-drip, to stop water stains and wet splotches. Much is also made of the Durilium Air Glide Auto Clean sole plate, and in fairness, I found it makes for fast, smooth gliding, and the steam distribution emits evenly. The continuous steam output works well. It gets hot in a couple of seconds and immediately clouds with the desired crease-busting steam.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.